I got a job, as I say, at BIP, and I worked as a sort of shorthand typist in the purchasing department, which was very good for me because at least it improved my typing. But I wanted to be a secretary, you know, that was the sort of first thing. And this job I saw advertised, and so I applied, and it was to the chief medical officer, and he covered all the factories, but he was actually based at Albury. So yeah, it was really interesting, because of course it was because of the nature of the processes there and the danger, because there was huge danger, as you know. And I was in the clinic. You saw a lot going on, and I mean, you know, I was quite young, and so I was sort of, you know, it was the first time I saw someone come in with a sort of blowback from the furnace. And they were given safety equipment. They didn't bother. They didn't lace the boots up so all the slurry would go inside the boots. And they just used to throw them into a bath full of water with potassium permanganate, because it would turn the phosphorus black. Then they'd pick it off with tweezers. And I was sort of, you know, couldn't believe it. It was horrific. And of course the poor soul was screaming their head off, and that was before they were dashed off to the old Birmingham Accident Hospital or the eye hospital, because they had a lot of problems with eyes with the product called malathion, which was very dangerous for the eyes. So I saw a lot of that. So it was very, it was how it was done. It was very sort of informative, and he was a very nice man. He was a nice man to work for. And the staff on the whole, Sister Barfoot frightened me to death. She was formidable, but I'm sure she ran a good ship. And it was the time when they had problems getting men to work on the floor, understandably. And they went out to Italy and to the West Indies, didn't they, to recruit. Yeah. And they tended to have quite a few accidents at first, till they got used to things. And of course I was a young woman, and the Italians were very charming. I had a good time. I mean, it was a big factory. That's a very stupid thing to say. That doesn't give you any indication of size. But it must have been, you know, they wouldn't have had a 24-hour nursing service unless it was a fairly sizable outfit, because the medical and dental side was quite significant, looking back on the time, you know. But the social side was interesting, because there was the club where there was the Dramatic Society, and there were always social things going on. And of course there were the sports fields, and we used to play tennis matches against the London office and other places, and we'd go hiking off at weekends to play tennis. It's all very social. It was sociable.